Hello everyone, and you're so much welcome to today's tutorial, and I still remain your shoemaking made easy tutor, Oturole Mojibola. And today we are going to be going to the second part of our mole production. Now we have already taught ourselves how to work on our shoe last to fit whatever size we are actually working with, and today I am going to be showing us how to create the insole. Now so many people have asked me this question: do I use my shoe last to create insole? Now today I'm going to be answering this question in this particular tutorial, and I want you to follow me on as we go into that. Also today I'm going to be showing you how you can break your shoe last to make your ballet, to make your pump easy for you to actually remove each time you create them. Now don't forget, if you're watching my channel for the first time, to subscribe and to also press the notification bell so that each time I upload a video you will be notified. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna be right back. So now that we already have our shoe last, we have already altered the shape, padded it just that so that it can suit the size. I hope you have done your own. I want to be seeing pictures of what you have done. Please tag me on Instagram at Jibbyfemforte, or on YouTube also at on Instagram and on Facebook at Jibbyfemforte. So quickly today I told us that we are going to be learning how to create the inner sole. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taping the lower part, and I'm going to be drawing it out. So now that I have successfully marked my shoe last, now one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this marking tape technique is because I want you to be able to get an accurate result when you are doing your own. Personally, I may not actually have to go through all of this process to create an insole for my own mole. Yes, I may not have to go through this process, but if you're a beginner or probably you're starting for the first time, I think it's going to be much more better for you to go this route, because it will help you to be able to just follow the necessary lines that are available on your shoe last. So now try to make everything smooth. So I'm just going to draw it out, and so I'm going to follow the edges to do that. I'm going to follow the edges. You can just try to do that to know where the edges are. Now, if you are using a last that has an iron, like mine has an iron under, as you can see, you are just going to follow exactly the outer part of the iron as your outline. So now that I'm already through with outlining it, the next thing is just to trim it out and then place it on a cardboard and use. Don't forget that I actually, on this side, don't forget I have Marco here, so I have to be very strategic with my cotton. Marco, which is also known as Everfoam, is it can easily tear off if I'm not careful when I'm using my utility knife to actually open it through. So I'm just going to be careful with it. For me to know where to follow, I can decide to use this my sandpaper. You can do this yourself. I think I've told us this severally. So now I have trimmed all of these. As you can see, the next thing is I'm going to be removing it and be placing it gently. Please, I need you to really follow me on this. Now, if you are just watching my channel for the first time, I want you to go right away and click the subscribe button under this video. I told us that I have decided that this year I don't want my YouTube subscribers to be missing out in any way. So I have decided to create an exclusive forum for us. If you click the join button under this particular video as well, you will find out that you have different tiers and different levels. Now, I have decided that when it comes to the exclusive level, I'm going to be having a class for all of those people who have decided to support my channel on that exclusive level by creating a WhatsApp group where you'll be able to ask me questions. You have access to every free PDF file designs, every pattern I create. You have a free PDF file that you are going to be having access to, and I'm also going to be showing you exclusive videos of what I did not do on my YouTube channel. So I want you to go right away. If all you want to do is just say, oh, I love what you do, Jibbyfem, I just want to support, you can pick the first tiers, and I'm going to really be acknowledging that as well. But as for the exclusive, I want you to know that I am all out for you this particular year.
Is this you? I'm a shoemaker. I'm just a beginner. But I'm finding it difficult to understand how to create a neat job. I'm finding it difficult to actually create patterns. I'm also finding it difficult even to understand how to last my designs. I can't button properly. Everything seems to be in an improper shape. What do I do? Now I want you to know. I know you have a tutor, you have an instructor, you have actually paid somebody to do this for you, but it seems not to be giving you the best that you actually desire. Now I have opened up this particular exclusive forum for you. It's going to be on WhatsApp. And what do? I'll be answering your questions. You'll be having access to my exclusive videos from my YouTube channel. When I mean exclusive videos, what do I mean? Anytime I create a particular pattern, you have access to the PDF file and also have access to how I created the upper and how I finally finished the product, as long as it is not published on my YouTube channel. You have the chance to dictate what you would like me to actually put up on my YouTube channel. This is what I am going to be doing for you.
So go right away and click the button, and please like this video. By liking it, much more people will actually be seeing it. I'm sure you are finding value as you are following me gently on this. So many people have asked me, can I use my last to create a footwear? Can I use it to create a sole? And I think I've answered this severally, and my answer is yes and no. If what you're creating is a mole like what I'm creating today, you definitely have to go through this particular process of using the shape of your last to actually create your insole. Why? By the time you are finally lasting it, you need it to perfectly fit the shape of your shoe last, so that the edges will be it will be neat, and there will be no rumple or whatever crease by the side. So that's one reason why you have to use your shoe last. You can imagine me using a wider insole for this particular design, or I just decided to carry any kind of I went to the market, I went and just buy any kind of insole that is pointed shape, and I put it under. It will definitely not give me a very good result, except it's exactly the shape of my shoulder. So I need you to pay attention to that. But if you are creating a sandal or a slide, for example, you cannot use this particular kind of insole creating methods to actually do it. I don't advise you do that. One of the reasons is because this is always quite slim. When you look at your shoe, the insole, the outer soles are always quite slim. They are not actually exactly the width of your feet, just because a large bulk of the width of your foot is going to be sliding into the covered part of the shoe. But when it comes to sandals, you're going to be having all other parts. Every part of your foot will actually be revealed. So you need a wider sole to be able to have a perfect and a beautiful look on your sandal. That is why I will say no to using this technique to create a sole for your sandal. But if you are creating a mule like I am doing, a mule that is covering a cover shoe, a moccasin, a pump, definitely you have to use this particular method to do that. So let's go quickly. I'm going to be using this. So open it up. Now I know some of us are imagining, why is she using a lot of paper tape? Is it that they dashed this woman this paper tape? Well, I actually bought the paper tape, so I'm trusting that one of these days you will see a need to actually support my channel and be part of those people that will be making this paper tape available for me to use. So I actually bought, but I'm sure you can see the effect of making sure that you put enough. It's quite thick and it's not unnecessarily folding and not easy to actually remove. You understand? You can see the way all of them are intact together. So now you know why I'm using that bulk of it under. So hula, this is what I have. Now I want to first of all place it here because I just want to be sure that I'm not going to be having folds when I place it on my play sheet. So I want to start with this here. Please don't extend it unnecessarily. You have to ensure there is nothing like notching. Don't forget, is the sole. You are not going to be notching, so you really have to be very careful and deliberate as you do this. So you know, if it's on paper and I make mistake, to remove it might actually be trouble so to say. So but I just want to first of all try to see how I can make sure I do it perfectly well. So you can do this on your working table, on your cutting mat as well. So I'm just going to try to just please follow me gently. Don't forget, I said if you are just watching my channel for the first time, please show some love and press the subscribe button. And I need you to really support my channel for beautiful and qualitative videos like this. I don't want you to be coming to my inbox. I just want you to imagine, you know, I have so many people coming to my inbox and asking questions. Trust me, it's not always easy. Of course, I have so many other things to do. And each time you come to my inbox, I want you to know that that's the same way I receive questions at every point in time. So it's quite a lot of work. And I find that the questions that I've answered before, somebody is asking all over again. So please go and join the exclusive forum. You can use the join button under this video. You can also go to the comment section and make use of the link there. Some of us are already telling me they are having issues with the link. It's not going. Trust me, I think is the network. Please try again. Don't forget, it's a monthly subscription, so the more you subscribe, the more value you get. So I'm going to be using this, my cardboard. I'm not using a plain sheet. It's quite thick. Well, if it's a plain one you have available, do go ahead and use it. So I'm sure you will see that fixing this on this will be much more easy because I've tried it already. You see what is happening? Hula! So you can see how this looks like. So I'm just going to trim out, and we already have our insole for our mole slide. Come on, so please just do this as well. Please don't forget that it's not compulsory that your mule should be pointed. If you need a shoe last, so many of us have been asking about shoe last, I need you to go and join the exclusive forum, please. That will help me to be able to guide you on what to buy and what not to buy. So many of us are asking me for contacts. Please, I am in Abuja, Nigeria. I am not in Lagos. So, but I have some few contacts. The few people I've worked with when it comes to contacts, I find out that they are not managing it very well. So I'm just looking at a way of actually making it easy for us this time around. So please just join the group. I can link you up and then we'll move it up from there. So I'm gonna trim it out. Now, if you notice that a particular side is not okay, you can adjust it. You can just adjust it. So now you can see we have this, and I'm just going to use it to check it out and see how it looks. Don't forget, this has to be very close to the tip as well here. I'm going to be having this. You can see what we have. See, let me show us from here. See what we have here. So I think we are good to go now. So we are going to go ahead and create our insole. Don't forget that I've already taught us how to know what your heel height is. I'm going to actually put the link in, actually at the end of this video. There will be a link up, right, up, right, or left or right, somewhere I'll be putting it there, so you can go ahead and check how you can know the height, so that you can know the kind of heel to use. That is if you want yours to be heeled, and if you want it to be flat, then you can just go ahead and use whatever dimension. And also for the insole, I think majorly I've taught on how to create an insole. For heels, if you don't know, please do that. Now, if you are using flat, you are just going to follow the same procedure with this. The only difference is that whatever kind of shank you are using, instead of it having a kind of bend shape, it will just be straight if you are using a shank. So like I said, you can see this one is not totally flat. So if I'm going to be using it on this, because this is more of a high one, than you can see this. You can see what I have here. So this one, I will still need to hammer this downwards so that it can lay flat. Your shank should lay on it properly on whatever kind of shoe last you are using, as long as you are using a shank. So if it's a flat mold that you are creating, make sure that your shank is straight and it's perfectly, the shape of the outer part of actually your shoe last. So I think with this you should be able to create your insole with ease. Yes, with ease. I promise to show us how to break our shoe last in this video. Now I need you to understand that if you buy a shoe last and you can see there is a cut here sometimes, which this is actually the inch of our shoelast. So you can actually break this open, especially if you don't want to create a mole, you want to create like a ballet, shoe, a pointed office shoe. You can decide to actually open this, because you have to open this up by the time you are through and you want to actually remove your completed last shoe. So I'm going to be showing you how you can break this particular shoe last. I promise to do that, so I will ensure I do that. So let's go ahead into that right away.
Is this you? I'm a shoemaker. I'm just a beginner, but I'm finding it difficult to understand how to create a neat job. I'm finding it difficult to actually create patterns. I'm also finding it difficult even to understand how to last my designs. I can't button properly. Everything seems to be in an improper shape. What do I do? Now I want you to know. I know you have a tutor, you have an instructor, you have actually paid somebody to do this for you, but it seems not to be giving you the best that you actually desire. Now I have opened up this particular exclusive forum for you. It's going to be on WhatsApp. And what do? I'll be answering your questions. You'll be having access to my exclusive videos from my YouTube channel. When I mean exclusive videos, what do I mean? Anytime I create a particular pattern, you have access to the PDF file and also have access to how I created the upper and how I finally finished the product, as long as it is not published on my YouTube channel. You have the chance to dictate what you would like me to actually put up on my YouTube channel. This is what I am going to be doing for you this year.
So now, to break my shoe last, I am going to be placing my foot. I am just trying to show us the easiest way as far as I am concerned. Some people put it in between their laps to do it, but for me, I am actually going to show us what is actually convenient for me as a person. So I try to hold it down this way, and then you can see that as I'm pushing it is going. Go. Can you see that it has opened? So when you're through with your full covered shoe, all you need to do is just to move it backward that way. That's how to break your shoe last. So if you want to return it back, it's still going to be the same process, but this time around you are going to be moving it right forward and no more backwards. So I need you to see this. Can you see that? So that's just the simple way in which we can break our shoe last and return it. Immediately you break it open, the heel part of your covered shoe will be able to come out smoothly, and you remove the remaining one. So I want to believe you enjoyed today's tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're watching for the first time, and also press the notification bell, because this particular mole that we are producing is going to be a really full course, and I want you to know that I want the best for you this year, and that's why I'm opening up my exclusive forum for as many of us who would desire to ask me questions and to be able to actually have access to my free PDF pattern. Like I said, every design I create, every pattern I use on this particular channel, as long as you are on the subscription for that particular month, you are going to have access to all of those PDF files. And I'm also going to be giving you exclusive videos. I'm going to be having shout outs. I'm going to be having collaboration with as many who are actually interested in YouTube. Now, today I have actually shown us how to create an insole. Rather, I've shown you how to create an insole using this particular pointed shoe last for our mold. I've also shown you how to break this particular shoe last. Thank you once again, and I still remain your show making made easy tutor, Odurole Mojibola. We're gonna see you next time. Bye.